really makes him.
Hey guys, Silly Moose here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about, well, as you can see in the thumbnail, why I think Roman Reigns should be a part of the main event at WrestleMania. But the reason why is not because of what Vince McMahon has to do with anything of this and his loving for Roman Reigns. In fact, I'm not the biggest fan of Roman Reigns, but at the same time I don't hate him like the rest of the WWE universe does. I just think simply they could capitalize off of something like this, and I don't think it should just be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns in the main event for WrestleMania either. For quite some time they'd been talking about Braun Strowman and how they were going to use him, build him up, and he was going to go up against The Undertaker at one point. And rumors that he was going to go up against Brock Lesnar, which, as you can tell over the past few weeks, that they've been building up for something to do with him and the title. Because at the end of Raw last week, everybody saw where he flipped the ambulance. He'd been confronting Brock Lesnar for the title, eyes on him, etc. You know. My outlook on things are, whenever Braun Strowman first got there, I did not like him at all. I thought he was terrible. He couldn't take bumps. Never saw him on the mat. He was always just walking around, and whenever he did try to take bumps, attempt to or whatever, he just fell so stiffly. He never even stayed down. It was horrible. But after watching some podcasts with him in it, you discover that he had a knee injury at the time that he was debuting, and he had just been recovering from. But now, I've got to say that I'm quite the fan of Braun Strowman, and I think that they need to use him and capitalize off of him, because a lot of times the WWE misuses characters, and this is not the time to misuse the character, because you've got Brock Lesnar, which is coming off of a WrestleMania win against Goldberg, makes him look stronger than ever. And with that, with that at hand, they need to take it and capitalize from it, because my God, you're going to make somebody look strong as hell in months to come. And I think at WrestleMania, they need to take Roman Reigns, build him up, have him have a couple of matches between him and Braun, just by themselves. Maybe have Brock interfere. They could build this for as long as possible. I mean, my God. You have Brock interfere with it. You have Braun versus Brock. Roman interfere with it. Build this all the way up to Mania. Drag it out. Who cares? You got the potential to make something big out of this. You could have Braun winning WrestleMania night, having a long championship reign, do a superstar split up, bring Shinsuke over from SmackDown, and give him the title after months of feuding with Braun, because there's no need to take Brock Lesnar, which is one of the strongest on the card, if not the strongest, and just use him to an advantage to make somebody else that's younger, like a Braun Strowman, look stronger. And then after that, you can just have Shinsuke come in, win the title, face that runs the place, the end. That's the way you got to look at things. And therefore, with that being said, after this is all said and done, you can have Brock, which probably won't re-sign after that, in my opinion. And then with Roman Reigns, what they could do is start building the Balor Club, because we've all heard about the Balor Club. I'm a fan of Finn Balor. You could turn them into heels, make the Shield face, because as you can tell, the Shield are all on one brand now. With Dean Ambrose just being drafted off of SmackDown or traded from SmackDown, however you want to look at it. Make them the face, make Finn Balor the heel, because they're going to love the heel regardless, simply because Roman Reigns is going to be in the Shield. I know that a lot of people love the Shield, but I don't know how it would pan out here anymore, because of just how much Roman has been shoved down our throats the past 2-3 years now. But after all that's said and done, I mean, my goodness, you've got so much potential to work with, and we'll just see how the WWE capitalizes off of it. Personally, myself, I would love to see a rematch between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. But if that doesn't come about right now, I'm not too worried about it. And then we just got to see what all is going to happen. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think Braun Strowman should be in the WrestleMania main event for this upcoming year and win it. I think he should just absolutely dominate Roman Reigns throughout the match. Dominate Brock Lesnar to some extent, but they've got to balance everything out, of course, because they don't want to make Roman look weak. Nor do they want to make Brock look weak, which adds all of the caliber up to making Braun Strowman a beast. A freaking beast. Because I don't know how you guys feel about him, but in my personal opinion, I think it's amazing, like what they've done with him and how they've developed his character. And my God, the dude flipped an ambulance. I know it's scripted, but God, you know, they gotta have some push behind him. But anyways, let's enjoy this match here. And as you can tell, I was using Roman Reigns, but you'll see. Got the move that everybody loved the past few years, and then have grown tired of seeing it every freaking match because they give him the 5 moves of death. They do with every big superstar that they bring up. I don't know if you guys had seen all over the internet that they had Seth Rollins use some new finisher, which I thought was pretty insane. I liked it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked it because I'm a big fan of the curb stomp, and I don't think they should have gotten rid of it. But the reasoning behind it is because they don't want kids to be idolizing these superstars and using the same moves. But my God, dude, they're going to with anything. You're telling me a Superman punch to the face or a spear isn't dangerous for kids? I mean, come on now.
The offense of Brock Lesnar is working well right now. Oh my gosh, Lesnar continues this maniacal assault.
I mean, if they wanted to, I've heard that they're supposed to be doing a superstar split up again, or a shake up after SummerSlam, and they could bring in Shinsuke and do Shinsuke versus Brock. I don't know if you guys have been on YouTube and discovered that match that they had against each other a few years back whenever Brock had first left the WWE, like back in 2005, like around that time. He wrestled Shinsuke whenever Shinsuke was like really young, and it was a good match back then, but I think they should do like a rematch of it, bring up like history between those two, and we'll see how that pans out too, because the WWE doesn't ever base anything off of history in New Japan unless like it's AJ Styles in the club or something like that.
Mode now. He's in big trouble.
But as we all know, I'm just not looking forward to having just Brock and Roman go at it by themselves. I'm sure plenty of people agree with me whenever it comes to that. Like, that's just fucking ridiculous.
How much more? How much more are you?
Anyway, sorry about the cut up there. I ended up recording longer than the match actually was. Well, shorter than the match actually was. Therefore, I just figured this would spoil the ending here, and as you can tell, I could not hit this to save my life, and go ahead and make fun of me in the comments. Anyways, I'm a silly moose. I got some moosing around to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you guys later.